Good morning, Mompets here from a rather different background this morning. I feel like this is a bit of an unusual way to start the vlogs, but I could not be more excited to be sitting in my Nancy Meyers inspired office chatting to you this morning. The Sage office is officially underway and I could not be happier. I'm actually starting the vlog a little bit later than I usually do because it is Monday morning this morning and I have just been having a bit of an admin morning. I always like to kind of use Monday as a bit of a getting ahead for the week kind of a day. I really like it to like take stock, do a bit of admin, do a bit of emails. I've actually spent quite a bit of time this morning working on PetiteElliee styling, which if you don't know, I actually have a personal styling service, which I do an online styling service or an e-styling service where we basically create the wardrobe of your dreams, whether you're looking for a holiday wardrobe, whether you're looking for a capsule wardrobe. I kind of do the shopping for you and like do the hard work for you. So we chat about your style inspiration, we chat about what you want to be wearing, like some pieces you maybe already have in your wardrobe that you want to incorporate into the new looks, and I create all the outfits for you. I find the exact items for you to shop which will be in stock in your size with exact links so that you can shop everything, and I have been loving doing it this morning. It just always makes me so inspired, and this is exactly what I wanted this room to be. It's like my little office that I can just sit, I can get really creative and just have a little bit more fun with, because as much as I love my filming space, like, you know, my walk-in wardrobe I absolutely adore, it's always been very much a practical space. Like I don't feel like I can sit and work in that room because I'm always like wanting to move around and thinking about what I can film, and I'm like, oh, if I'm sitting in here then I may as well just quickly get this filmed, or I may as well quickly do that. And I really wanted a space for me just to be like, no, this is a space for you to sit, for you to be, and that is exactly what this room has become. So I've just been doing a little bit of admin this morning, working on PetiteElliee styling. I'll leave a link down below if you want to check it out, and it's just put me in the best mood. I feel like this is such a great way to start a Monday morning, and I'm so happy with how this room is coming together. I feel like my mood board is coming to life, which actually, if you don't remember the mood board, let me give you a little reminder of what I kind of wanted this room to look like. So I always get questions about where I do my mood boarding. So I actually use Canva, but because of the fact that I do this as a job, I actually pay for Canva. So if you are wanting to create mood boards without backgrounds, you would have to do the paid version. But let me just show you what the mood board looks like. So this is the kind of vibe that I really wanted to create in this room. Very Nancy Meyers inspired. And when I say Nancy Meyers, it's because of the color tones. Like I wanted this to be really, let me just make sure it's focusing on the phone. I wanted this to be like really calm, but also a great space to work. And actually a color combo I never really thought to try before is the blues with the greens. For me, blue and green never went together before, but actually I love how it looks, and I do want to add a few more pops of blue into this room because I feel like this room it's very sage green, which I absolutely love because that makes it very calm and very tranquil, with obviously the beautiful sage green fitted cupboards behind me. But I really want to add a few more pops of blue so that I can really bring in those kind of like color tones, and there still is a long way to go with this room, but it's such a beautiful space to be in, and it just makes me so happy. And seeing how it really is starting to come together with the vision board just makes me thrilled. I actually picked up the desk that you are currently sitting on from a beautiful antiques dealer, which I love picking up antique pieces. I feel like they're just so much more unique, they're so much more personal, and actually I was really struggling with finding a desk to go in here that was like the right width and length, because it is quite a small room. It's a very small space, which was kind of what I loved about this space, because this is the kind of place that you can't get up and move about in. Like there's only enough room to sit, to work, and to be, and I feel like I'm really coming together. But this is exactly why I love mood boarding, because I feel like it really helps you to kind of like compile your ideas. Like I'm someone who has a lot of ideas when it comes to interior styling, and I knew with this new house I didn't want any help. Like I didn't want to hire an interior stylist. I really wanted it to be all like me. So I've actually done a mood board for every single room. We've got one for the kitchen, one for the living room, one for the bedroom, which, sorry, I know that's really bright, but it just makes me so happy because I can kind of like compile my ideas together, and I can see like the overall vibe that I want to create with this room, and I feel like I have created that. I've actually taken a couple of Zoom calls from this spot already as well, and I've had so many compliments on the background. You know how much I love a little shelfy styling situation. I feel like that's something I've always done ever since I've like been online. Even when I literally was in like my university room, I would always have like a little shelfie inspo, because I just love having something that's like beautiful and aesthetic behind you, especially when it comes to Zoom backgrounds. I think it's so lovely. So let me show you how this room is coming together, and my new antique writing desk, because I could not be more in love with it. Good goodness me, the hardest thing about showing this desk is actually being able to get far enough back, because as I said, this is a very, very tiny room. It's like in the eaves of the house, so we've got like the smallest little windows which have these beautiful fitted shutters, which I absolutely loved. But it's how I always knew this room was going to be more of an office, because there's not a huge amount of space to walk around in here, so it's really difficult to get like far back enough. Oh, I just hit into the wardrobe. It's so difficult to get far back enough to show you the desk. But how beautiful is this solid wooden writing desk? Oh my goodness me, I was so in love when I saw this. I mean, the styling of it is just beautiful. I love this kind of like rough wooden texture. I love the detailing on the legs as well. I was a little bit unsure because obviously it's not designed to be a desk, so one of the things I was most worried about is this lip. Now, I've just brought this chair in from our bedroom for now. I'm definitely looking to replace this and get something different, because I think it'll be really nice to get a chair that goes up and down. What are they called? Adjustable chairs, because this won't just be my office, because Alex's room is also a spare room, his office. He might sometimes just need to come in here and do a little bit of work, so I want to make sure that both of us can use this space really comfortably, which is also why I want to keep the top of this desk quite minimal and quite clear, like clutter free. I think would be really, really lovely. I'd love to get some artwork put on the wall just in front of me there, because I think that would be so, so beautiful. But I'm undecided with how much to put on this desk. I've currently just got some flowers, but I'm not sure if I have too many flowers in this room now, because I've got this bouquet over here, and then I've also got this bouquet, and then I've also got my unique decor florist bouquet up there. So I knew I always wanted this to be an office. I always knew that this would just be a perfect space for it, and especially just being able to like sit here, have the beautiful background behind me. I absolutely love it. I'd love to get some artwork put on this wall right here, but the new antique desk, I could not be more in love with. I audibly gasped when I saw it, because it's just so perfect, as I said, with regards to the size, with regards to the kind of colour scheme. Like, it's very, very farmhouse style, which I absolutely adore. And as you know, we're really leaning into that farmhouse style here in this home, because we just really want to like respect the heritage of this house. So I really wanted to lean into that style, and I just love the colour detail. I love the fact that it's solid wood, so it was very heavy to get upstairs. I did need Alex's help to bring it up. I love the detailing on the chair legs as well. One of the things I was worried about, because obviously this wasn't designed to be a desk, it's just supposed to be like a beautiful farmhouse table. I was a little bit worried about this lip and being comfortable underneath, but actually it's absolutely fine. I've just brought in this chair from our bedroom for now. This is the beautiful little rattan French furniture bedroom company chair that we have in our bedroom, and I brought it in just to use for now, but I do want to replace it, because number one, I don't think it really sits with the vibe in here. That is a lot more of the vibe we have in our bedroom. But number two, I want to get an adjustable one, so that if Alex ever needs to use this room, he can sit at this desk really comfortably as well. It's also why the desk is quite clear. Like, as you can see, I really don't have a lot of clutter on here. Literally just got my laptop. I brought up my favourite writing book, my Perfectly Planned 2024 journal. This is from Carrie Cohen. Oh my gosh, it is just my favourite. It has everything in it that you need with regards to planning, and I'm someone that loves putting pen to paper. My goodness, look at my glasses, they need a clean. That is awful. So yeah, that's all I've kind of got at the table right now, and obviously a little coaster for my coffees, because I can't be without my coffee. But I would love some advice with regards to styling this, because I want it to be fairly minimal. Like, I want to make sure that I can just pop my laptop on here and just crack on with work. I don't want it to be really cluttered, but I do want it to be a little bit more stylized. So I'm thinking like some beautiful prints up here would be lovely. And then what else should I put on here? I was thinking of doing flowers, because you know me, I love my faux flowers, but I was a little bit worried that it might be a bit much with these faux flowers behind me, because that would literally be 3 bouquets of faux flowers, and I feel like that's probably a little bit much. And I love the flowers I've got here behind me. So I've got this beautiful arrangement from Unique Decor Florist, which I don't know if my discount code is still available. I'll leave a link to them down below. You can give it a little try if you want. I think it's Ellie20 for 20% off. And I just absolutely adore her arrangements, her faux flowers, everything that she does. And then I did this arrangement myself with a mixture of some artificial flowers I already had and some Unique Florist Decor flowers, which I absolutely love how it looks. And I'm really leaning into the colour scheme that I wanted in here. So we've got the blues. This is my gorgeous little Demier bag. And I've got quite a few other bags that I am keeping in this cupboard at the moment. A lot of my favourite bags are kept in here, which is super handy to have, because it's kind of like a a bit of an overflow storage from my dressing room until I end up getting like properly fitted wardrobes in there. So I've got this beautiful one from PetiteElliee, which I love, the blue and white stripe. It's so gorgeous. I think this was limited edition and they've only brought it out in the black version this year, but I'll leave it linked down below if you do want to shop it. I've got my other PetiteElliee, which actually I didn't even do that deliberately, but obviously the sage green I couldn't not have in here. And after my little wardrobe clear out, I wanted to take it out of the dressing room so that it wasn't as cluttered in there, and I love how it looks here. I love how this kind of combo works together. I've then got a lot of the books that I got for my birthday that you would have seen, which I'm so excited to read. Again, the colour schemes just work perfectly. The blues, absolutely beautiful. My little Longchamp bag and a Dior book, and I just love how this looks. It's like the perfect kind of backdrop for all of like my Zoom calls, anything that I need to do, and it's just like quite minimal but still stylized, so I absolutely love it. Despite the fact that this is honestly just so difficult to like stand back and show you, I could not be happier with my new little writing table. I feel like this room is really starting to come together now. We're seeing the vision board come to life, which always makes me so happy. It's why I do these mood boards, because nothing is more satisfying than seeing the mood board come to life, and I feel like this room is really starting to come together. So I'm in the car now because it has been a rather heavy laptop and admin day. I don't mean heavy in the sense of like it's been a tough day or like things have been like weighing on me. I just mean heavy in the sense of I am feeling like I'm starting to go cross-eyed. I don't know if anyone gets that, but after quite a few hours, I feel like I've got a limit of like 5-6 hours I can stare at my laptop before I just need to like walk away from screens. I need to either get outside or get my body moving or just do something else, and I need to find some inspiration for dinner, and I want to do a little bit of plant shopping. So I texted Lady C to see if she was around for a little garden centre visit this afternoon, and obviously she's up for it. She's always up for a garden centre visit. This is what I love about living closer to my mum. So we are heading to a garden centre called Setley Ridge. It's based in Brockenhurst. Is that the right term? It is in Brockenhurst, which is a village that's like a couple of villages over from me here in the New Forest, and it is a beautiful little garden centre. They've got a little coffee shop there, which is really lovely if you want to grab a coffee, and it's almost like this antique rustic greenhouse. It's like a really cool vibe. It feels a little bit more authentic in terms of like cutesy little garden centres rather than often some of these like really big, very glamorized garden centres. Like this just feels like a really lovely little local one. There's also a farm shop there, which I love because I need to get some inspiration for dinner tonight. I don't really know what we want to have for dinner. It's my night to cook. It's quite funny actually, whenever I show Chef Alex, I feel like a lot of you guys probably assume that he does the cooking all the time. He does the lovely cooking. I do a lot of dinners, but I don't really show that because it's number one, not aesthetic, and number two, never tastes as good as when he does dinner. So I need to grab some inspiration for dinner tonight. I might have a little look in the farm shop as well, but I just want to have a little walk around the garden centre, and obviously Lady C is up for a little stroll. So I'm going to put my sunglasses on because my goodness me, is it a beautiful June day today. This is the weather. This is the weather that we have been waiting for. I actually feel like I might be a little bit warm in my little cardi. I can't stop wearing these at the moment, the little H&M knitted cardigans. They are just my favourites, and I'm loving these Marsh sunglasses, which I unboxed in everyday May with you guys. So I'm going to quit rambling because otherwise I'm going to be late to meet Lady C. She's probably already left and probably already waiting for me. So I'm going to head off to the garden centre. I'll take you guys with me when we get there to Setley Ridge, but it's such a cute little garden centre to visit. If ever you're coming to the New Forest, it's definitely one I'd add to the hit list. We have arrived, and it honestly is just the cutest little garden centre. Such an adorable little setup with the like greenhouse over here, and then we've got all the flowers potted out here. I'm obsessed with olive trees and like these massive urns. I always love a huge urn like that. It's giving me loads of inspo. So let's see what we've got at the garden centre. I sometimes forget just how many varieties of alliums there are. I always just kind of think of the little lollipop ones, but oh, this bee looks like he's getting a really good little nibble there of some nectar. We've got the beautiful white alliums, which I always think look absolutely spectacular. These massive ones here, which almost look like stars. I love how they look, and then the like typical lollipop head alliums. They are all just absolutely beautiful. All the different types of lavender as well. I'm so excited to add more lavender into the border. I just absolutely love how many different types there are. They always just are so gorgeous and they smell amazing. It's the kind of plant where I feel like you can't smell it until you like brush up against it, but then once you brush against it, oh, you just get the most beautiful scent coming off of it. Oh my goodness, and so many different types of roses to choose from as well. I'm obsessed with this one here. It's such a beautiful like cotton candy pink. There's so many stunning ones here. This is beautiful little delicate fragrance rose. The red roses, this kind of like orangey colour. Oh my goodness. I love having a look at all the different like pots and urns, and I just spotted this beautiful one over here. I've not seen anything like it. It looks like little like petals growing up. It's so gorgeous. I feel like this is the place to come if you are looking for garden accessories to add into your garden, because you know what I say, it's always in the details that makes the biggest difference. It's like the beautiful bird houses and bird feeders. You've got like stunning little watering cans that they've made into a bird feeder, the beautiful antique mirrors. Oh my goodness. I feel like there's nothing more classic than a gorgeous wrought iron little bistro set as well. And these beautiful climbers. Oh wow, these are absolutely stunning. I'm just getting so much inspo wandering around the greenhouse inside with all of the antique garden ornaments and garden accessories. They are just gorgeous. There is also the cutest little farm shop here to have a little wander around, all the like fresh produce and things like that. I just absolutely adore it. From Setley Ridge now. My goodness me, was it windy there? I feel like I need to give my hair a bit of a brush through, but we had the loveliest of wander around the garden centre. I was getting so much inspiration, especially when it comes to like garden accessories, like little tables and chairs and like ornaments and climbers that I can use for the plants. But had a lovely catch up with my mum. We stopped, we had a little coffee there as well. I won't lie, I'm still uninspired about what to do with regards to dinner. There was nothing calling me at the farm shop, and I do love the farm shop. Like if we needed more veggies and fruit, I probably would have filled my boots whilst we were there. But the only thing I picked up, which is probably the most boring thing that I could ever do for dinner, is a jacket potato. I would love to know what your filling of choice is with a jacket potato, because I personally love like tuna or prawns. Alex doesn't find that should go on a jacket potato. He's like a beans and cheese kind of a guy. But one thing he did suggest actually is he made a spaghetti bolognese recently, is turning that into a chili and doing chili with the jacket potatoes. It's the most boring chat ever, but I would love to know. I love these kinds of things. I find these things really interesting. Comment down below, what is your filling of choice with a jacket potato? I'm talking about Alex doing big meals. Oh my goodness, look at what he's done to my basil. I am heartbroken because it just looks so bare. Like he has literally cut it to shreds. He actually did a pesto pasta the other night, and he did a massive batch load so that we can have some for like leftovers, and literally used all of my basil, which obviously is what it's there for. But I'm not gonna lie, I came into the kitchen, saw the basil and almost cried, because I was like, you've butchered my plant. So I'm hoping it's gonna come back. If not, I may need to pick up a new basil plant. Although I do actually have one growing outside on my little potting table, which, speaking of outside, I did pick up a few bits from the garden centre, but I might not show you in this vlog, because I feel like I want to just do, rather than like dribs and drabs of like little updates here and there and what's changed and what I've added in and what I've potted up, I would quite like to do a big reveal of the garden, because I feel like even in the last week or so, there's been a lot of updates, a lot of changes, and I'm so excited to show it to you. So that may be coming, maybe the next vlog after this, we will have to see. But anyway, I'm gonna get cracking on with dinner, chuck these in the oven so that we can have a lovely jacket potato tonight. And I would still love to know what your filling of choice is, because I feel like that's a very important topic of conversation. What is your filling of choice in your jacket potato? Honestly, these vlogs sometimes, I do worry about myself. Good morning, Mamba Tea. I think I need to start off this morning with a bit of an apology, because I'm gonna hold my hands up and say that I am Lizzie McGuire and I am an outfit repeater. I cannot take off these little H&M cardies for the life of me. I have been wearing them non-stop. I think there's probably been at least one featured in every single vlog throughout June. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm probably not wrong, because I have just been wearing them so much. They are so easy to reach for, especially on days when I'm having maybe like a little bit of a cozy day at home. I just have on like a really cozy pair of trousers, the epitome of that working from home, smart on the top, like party on the top, comfy on the bottom kind of an outfit, and I absolutely love them. I've got this one, which is the really cute little like black with the kind of like white piping detail, which I think they do this in a reverse, if I remember correctly. If they don't, they need to. I wish they did like a camel version of this as well, would be absolutely amazing. Then also, let me get them out. we have these two. The one that I was wearing yesterday, the adorable little black version, and then the white knitted version. And I do believe that these are still available in at least half of the sizes. I'm pretty sure a couple of sizes have sold out, but I will leave all three of these linked down below because, oh my gosh, I have just not stopped wearing these summer, and I absolutely adore them. The white is just so cute for summer. But to be fair, on days when I kind of just like, I don't know if about you, but I feel like white is really elevating, and sometimes for me on a day where I'm like a little bit less, I don't know, I just don't want to make as much of an effort, I actually reach for the black a little bit more. I pick these up in a size up from what I usually go for because they do come up a little bit undersized. So if you want them in the same kind of fit that I have them, go for a size up. If you want them a little bit tighter, go for your usual size. But I just can't stop wearing them. They are just the comfiest, cutest thing for summer. And I feel like H&M at the moment are killing it. I may have placed another H&M order, which I wasn't intending on doing, but I saw this one dress and I just fell in love. And from the looks of it, when this video goes live, we are potentially in a little bit of a heat wave. We actually have Alex's parents coming to visit us soon, which is very, very exciting. And it looks like the week that they are here, we're going to have beautiful weather, which is so lovely because there is nothing that I find better than the New Forest in the sunshine. It is just magical, especially when we have warm weather, when you can sit outside, when you can just enjoy the sunshine and being outdoors. It is my absolute favorite. So it's so lovely that when his parents come to visit, we'll be able to kind of like show them around the New Forest a little bit more, take them to places they maybe haven't been, and hopefully soak up the sunshine. So that's why I did this order. It was purely practical because I'm like, I'm gonna need that for when his parents are here. And there was this one dress. There's always one item that like tips you over the edge of what you want to pick up. You know, when you add a few items to your basket, you're like, do I actually place the order? Then one item will always convince you and you're like, yes, I'm placing the order for this piece and this piece alone. So I need to show you what I've been picking up from H&M because I feel like for summer 2024, they are just killing it. In fact, I'll leave a couple of the edits that I've been doing recently for some really cute H&M pieces. Honestly, I could have gone nuts with this haul, but I am being so selective with what I'm adding into my wardrobe and trying to be so curated with regards to like my capsule summer wardrobe. So we don't have too many things to show you, but if you do want to have a little scroll through the new in section, I'll leave it linked down below because they have so many gorgeous pieces in this summer. So let's start with the tops that I picked up because I've definitely noticed a shift with regards to my true personal style and what I've been reaching for this summer. And I've been reaching so much more as opposed to the beautiful dresses that I have, tops and a cute little pair of trousers, whether that's linen trousers, just like stretchy wide leg trousers like I have on now, or whether it's something a little bit more formal. I love a pair of cute little trousers and tops, and I must admit H&M's trouser selection is amazing. I often get asked about like my cigarette trousers, my wide leg trousers, and I feel like H&M do amazing versions of this. There's like real basics to add into your wardrobe, so I'll leave them linked down below. But there's one thing that I feel like I used to be obsessed with maybe like 3-4 years ago, and I really fell off the bandwagon of, is cute little racer vests. And they are a classic for a reason. I feel like every single summer they come back around and I just absolutely adore them. When I saw this little stripe number, I knew I had to pick it up. And this is something I love that H&M does. There is also a reverse of this. So this is a really cute white tee with black stripes. They also do a black tee with white stripes, which I just think is so cute. Now I love a ribbed detail. I find ribbing very flattering because it makes it a little bit stretchier, makes it a little bit more casual. But I feel like this is the kind of top that you can wear a lot with. Like if it's really sunny, what I love to do is add like a little shirt over the top so I can cover my shoulders. I'm not going to worry too much about burning. You can wear this with jeans, you can wear this with linen trousers. There's just so many different ways that you can style up little racer vest tees like this. And I feel like I need to jump back onto the bandwagon of racer vests because I really fell off of it recently, and they are, as I say, a summer classic for a reason. And H&M has so many amazing colorways as well. If you're really looking to like build up your summer capsule wardrobe, I would definitely recommend adding in a few different racer vests and like add them in your personal color palette. So for me, I love stripes, I love neutrals, but they do beautiful like red ones, black ones, green ones. So I'll leave them all linked down below if you did want to add a few into your summer wardrobe. So I'm not gonna lie, I've literally just chucked the top on with the trousers that I am wearing. These are just the comfiest little wide leg loose trousers, and it's actually a bit more cropped than I was expecting it to be. So you do need to wear something quite high-waisted with this. Also, I feel like it's really showing the tan that I've got on my arm a little bit. You can tell I've been out in the garden a lot with something with a bit more sleeve coverage because I feel like I really need to like get this part of my arm tan, my shoulder needs a little bit more sunlight, but I just love the striped knit. I love the fact that this is a racer vest, but I have not had to change my bra because there's nothing I hate more than having to wear a strapless bra. It's something really uncomfortable with something like this, and I personally really love a higher collar in my racers. I don't like them to come down to scoop. I think it's really flattering when it comes up. It kind of like elevates your torso a little bit. It kind of pulls the eye up, and you know, I'm always looking for that whenever it comes to my petite outfit. So I love how this little striped tee looks. I think that's such a cute little staple to add into your summer wardrobe. Next up is a top that I am kind of hoping is going to redeem itself. Now, I don't know if you remember, I think it was right at the beginning of Everyday May, I actually picked up this top in white, and I absolutely loved it, bar one thing. It was so see-through, and so many of you agreed with me that the shape was so flattering, the fit, the cut was beautiful, but I just couldn't get past the see-throughness of the top. However, I did love how it looked on me, and I loved the shape of it. So when I saw that they did it in black, I thought that might be a great one to pick up, because it's actually quite a formal top. It's got this really cool ruching detailing to it, and I definitely think that's one thing that's been missing in my wardrobe. It's some more summery evening tops. I have some beautiful evening dresses that I can wear when I want to get really dressed up, really fancy. But you know, if you're just like going for a nice meal, you're just meeting some friends for drinks, like you don't want to look too OTT, you just want to look a little bit elevated, I feel like this top is perfect for that. And this is the kind of top I feel like you can style up so well as well. Like you can add some beautiful jewelry details, add some layered necklaces, I think would be gorgeous, and paired with either like jeans or wide leg trousers, I think this is one of those tops that is just so adorable. So I kind of wanted to like give it a try in the black, because obviously the black's not going to be anywhere near as see-through as the white, because we loved the shape of this before, we just didn't quite like the see-throughness of the white version. So I will leave it linked down below if you did want to shop it. Surprisingly, a lot of you still bought that white top considering how see-through it was, and if it's something that doesn't bother you, then go for it. I will leave it linked down below, but for me, I think the black is just going to be a little bit more wearable. Okay, now this I love. This is exactly what I wanted from the white version of this top. It's such a shame that that was so see-through, because this is absolutely adorable. I'm kind of loving that the peplum style is coming back on a trend. Does anyone remember peplum from like 2012, 2014? I used to absolutely love it. These kinds of tops that like flare out. I find them very flattering on a curvy figure like myself, and I love the sleeve length of this. I find it very flattering. If you're someone like me who maybe don't always love having your arms out, I find this super flattering, because there's no roll around the bra strap, there's no kind of like excess material here. I love it. I think it's so beautiful, and it really helps to give you that kind of like more triangular frame, which I love. I love having a broad shoulder, teeny tiny waist, and then kind of flaring out. I think it's so beautiful. You could definitely size down in this. I went for my usual size for a medium. If you wanted to, you could so easily go for a small if you really want to create that beautiful cinched in silhouette. So I do have a bit of room here, and it is obviously elasticated. It's super stretchy, so super comfortable. The perfect kind of thing to wear when you're going out for a meal, if you're going out for like date night, because there's a lot of room for like bloat to happen underneath this without anyone noticing or seeing a thing. So I love this top. I think this is such a great addition into my kind of like evening wear wardrobe for summer. It is so beautiful. And of course, I've saved the best till last, the dress that made me place the order. As soon as I saw this, I fell in love. Now, my only concern with it is whether I should have sized down, because looking at it, it is quite an oversized fit, and I knew it was going to be quite loose, quite flow, quite beautiful, but I'm thinking maybe I should have sized down. This is one of the most difficult things I do find with H&M. It's why I love doing these hauls for you guys, so that you don't have to make the mistakes I do instead, because sometimes I'll size up to a larger. In this top, I've got a large, but in some things I'll go down to a small, even an extra small. The beautiful linen shirt that I've got, let me get it actually. This linen shirt I picked up in an extra small, and it is still so big and so oversized. I think actually they brought out a couple of different colorways in this, which I will leave linked down below. This one sold out so quickly, and I'm not surprised, because it's just so beautiful. The kind of like watercolor flowers on it, I absolutely adore it. A linen shirt is always a classic for summer, so I'll leave the other colorways linked down below. But this one, I went for an extra small, and this I'm thinking maybe I should have gone down for a small, and then some of them I wear a large. Honestly, I feel like you can never tell. But regardless, back to the dress. The main thing that made me fall in love with this dress is actually the pattern of this. Now, this is the epitome of a botanical, not floral dress. Now, I personally love a floral number. I love ditzy florals and beautiful prints, but I know a lot of you don't. I know a lot of you find it a little bit too girly and a little bit too ditzy, and this I think is a great alternative. If you do want to add that kind of botanical look into your wardrobe without it being too ditzy, too floral, or too feminine, this is beautiful. It kind of has these like almost olive tree branches coming down. I don't know exactly what these ones are, but they are so beautiful. I love the fact that it's like this very neutral colorway. They do actually have this dress in 4 or 5 different colorways. They did a blue version, I think they have a plain black version, a plain white version as well, so I'll leave them all linked down below. But for me, I just had to pick up this beautiful pattern because it just feels so me and so timeless, and this is the kind of thing I love living in summer, especially for a heat wave, because it's light, it's floaty, there's barely any like material on your skin, like you feel like you're wearing nothing, but you're still nice and covered. I do like to be quite covered during heat waves as well, because I burn so easily that I don't like getting too much skin out. I much prefer wear something like this so that I'm really comfortable yet still beautifully covered. So I think this is going to be such a great dress. Fingers crossed we're okay with the medium. I can just cinch in the waist even if it is a little bit too big, but I think this is going to be such a great addition into my summer wardrobe that I'm going to get so much wear out of. Oh my goodness me, how stunning is this dress? This is just everything I was hoping it would be and more. I love the length of it. It's such a beautiful length, and it has a detailing to it which I talk about a lot, but I feel like it's such a simple detail that is so important. It's this tiering to the skirt. Can you see the fact that the kind of bottom maybe quarter of the skirt is slightly different to the rest of it? This tiering detail is so flattering if you're a shorter girl like me, because it really helps to elevate your body and kind of pull the eye up, which I absolutely adore. I love the pleating to it as well. I did give it a little steam before I tried it on because it was a bit creased up. I think it's a linen blend, but I'll leave that in the description box along with the link to the dress down below. But I just love how lightweight it is. As I said, it literally feels like you've got nothing on the skin. I love it so much. I also love this button detail. Like if you wanted to, it could be really preppy, fully done up like this. For me, I like it a little bit more undone, a little bit more open. The only thing that I would say, and I will need your advice with this because I do think the medium fits beautifully, but I am questioning whether I should exchange this for a small, because I would quite like to wear this without the belt as well. Like I do love a smock dress, and I'm not sure if that's maybe just a little bit too big. Like, does that look like I'm trying to conceal a pregnancy? It just looks quite oversized on me, so maybe I should have gone down to a small. I'll have a look to see if it's still available, if it's still in stock. If it is, I might exchange it, but let me know whether you think I should just keep the medium, because I do quite like how much the like waistband can cinch you in and create that really beautiful like silhouette, that really like effortless, loose, flowy detailing to the dress. I'm just so in love with the print as well. The pattern is beautiful. I think this really is the dress of the summer, and I'm so excited to have it in my wardrobe. Oh, and I did also want to mention the tees that I've been wearing non-stop recently. I've been wearing these in a lot of videos, and I've been getting so many questions about where I get my little jersey tees from. Now, I've had these for about a year now, but they still do them at H&M, so I'll leave these linked down below, because especially start up with like a cute little gold necklace, like some jewelry. I feel like these kinds of tees can be elevated so much, and again, you can wear them with anything. I've been wearing these a lot with slip skirts, because I feel like it gives that really like effortless, casual, but really elevated look to your outfit. But you can wear them with linen trousers, shorts, jeans. I absolutely love them, and I've been getting so many questions, so I'll also link those down below for you. So I've come into our bedroom because at this time of the afternoon, the light in here is just so beautiful. I feel like it's just so glowy and elevated. It's one of my favorite things about this house, is that every room the sun just hits so beautifully at like different times of day, and you just get to enjoy the sunlight and enjoy the sunshine so much depending on like where you're moving around the house. And I wanted to show you a few bits that I've been very kindly sent that I'm super excited to unbox, and I thought this would just be the perfect little setting, because I cannot wait to get my makeup off, have a really lovely pampy evening, and just give my skin some real love, and especially before the heat wave comes, which fingers crossed is coming. I'm really hoping that we're going to have a beautiful, sunny, warm July, because June has been a bit rocky. I feel like this month has gone so quickly. Like, this is the last video that's going to be going out in June, which blows my mind. This month has just gone like that, and we've had some lovely warm days, but we've also had quite a bit of rain and some chilly ones in between. So hopefully July is just going to consist of beautiful sunshine, 26, 27, 28 degrees, and I want to kind of get my skin prepared for that, because I have someone who's very sensitive skin, and my skin freaks out at like a change in kind of temperature or weather. Like, you know, in the winter we'll often have like quite a mild winter, and then suddenly the temperatures will drop to like 0. My skin freaks out. In the autumn, if we have a really dry autumn and suddenly we get rain, my skin freaks out. In the summer, if we have like lovely mild temperatures and then suddenly we get a heat wave, my skin freaks out. So I want to make sure I'm using products that's almost like preparing my skin for that change and just like really nourishing and moisturizing. I had a bit of a breakout kind of around here recently, and I'm just wanting to make sure that I'm using everything I can just to look after my skin and just give it like the best ingredients. Now this is from Pharmacy. It's a lovely brand that you can shop, I believe, on Amazon, Space NK, and there's another retailer. I'll leave them linked down below, but I've heard amazing things about Pharmacy, and I also just love the packaging and the fact that a lot of them are very like environmentally focused, they're very sustainably focused, and I'm so excited to give these products a try. So first up we have the Honey Halo Ultra Hydrating Ceramide Moisturizer. Now this sounds like exactly the kind of thing I love using in the evening. I like quite a light moisturizer for the day, something that's going to go really well under my makeup and foundation, but for the evening, if I can even open this, I love something thick and nourishing. And oh my goodness me, can we just appreciate this packaging? This feels so luxurious. This is the kind of thing that you would like expect to find in a really bougie hotel. The packaging is just beautiful, and I'm really excited to give this a little sniff because oh my gosh, it does smell like honey. It literally does smell a little bit like a really creamy, lovely honey. So this is a intense moisturizer that replenishes dry, distressed skin. Ceramides and honey help to protect the skin's moisture barrier. And that's the thing for me. I feel like my skin almost loses that moisture barrier whenever we have a bit of a heat wave, whenever we have a bit of a change in temperature. So I'm really excited to add that into my routine. Oh my goodness me, that is so beautiful. They've also been so kind to send a few other bits over. We have the Clean Bee Ultra Gentle Facial Cleanser. And this is again something that I'm going to be switching to, especially as we have a change in temperatures. My skin freaks out at like really harsh products, and this is great actually if you've had a bit of a freak out recently, if you've maybe had a little bit of like congested skin or you're not really sure what's going on with it, just strip it back to basics. A lovely gentle cleanser, a really thick moisturizer, maybe a serum in between. That's what I would recommend. So this is the Clean Bee Ultra Gentle Facial Cleanser, and I'm so excited again to add this into my routine. I mean, look at that packaging. It is just so beautiful. So it says here that the gel washes away surface oil impurities, pollution residue and makeup whilst nourishing skin with our proprietary honey blend with hyaluronic acid. And if there is one thing that my skin absolutely adores, it's hyaluronic acid. It just responds so well to any products with hyaluronic acid in. I just find it so nourishing, moisturizing, and quite like protecting on that like barrier around my skin. So I'm so excited to give that a try. Then have a toner, and if you're someone who's struggling with breakouts at the moment, I feel like a toner can literally transform your skincare routine. So this is the Brighten Up 3% TXA Dark Spot Toner with azelaic acid and PHA. Now I'm not gonna lie to you, I've not really used much with azelaic acid in, so I'm not entirely sure what to expect from this, but it does say that you can use AM and PM with a cotton pad, and it does say to apply SPF after you've done it in the morning. But I love the look of this packaging. This has got like little oranges on it, so I'm guessing this is going to be like a really lovely fresh toner to utilize. I mean, look again, the packaging is so beautiful, and I think this is going to be a great one to add into my routine. I might start just applying this in the evening just so that I can add it into my skincare quite gently so that I'm not giving my skin a bit of a shock. I think this is going to be such a great one to add to my routine. Another one from the Honey range, something I'm really excited to try because I have been looking for a new eye cream to try recently. As much as I love my Clinique, I just want to try something a little bit new and a little bit different. So this is the Wake Up Honey Eye Cream with vitamin C, and this should hopefully be so perfect in the mornings underneath your makeup, just to give your eyes a little bit of a wake up call. And just look at that packaging again. Oh my goodness me, I'm so excited to give this a try. Does this smell like honey as well? Oh, that looks really nice and moisturizing. There's not as much of a smell on that, which actually I'm quite happy about because I don't ever want anything that's too fragranced or too perfumed around my eyes, but I love the fact that it's got the vitamin C in it as well. So hopefully it's just going to give that real boost of hydration, that real boost of like energy that my eyes need in the morning. And lastly, we have the Lip Smoothie. This is mango with vitamin C and peptide lip balm. Oh my goodness, this sounds absolutely amazing. I'm just so obsessed with the packaging of everything from Pharmacy. This is so cute. Look at that. Do you know, I feel like that's quite a unisex lip balm as well. I always try to get Alex to use lip balm whenever I can, and I feel like I've never used something that's like really pink and girly. It's more something like this. Oh wow, that smells amazing. Oh, I definitely can imagine I'll be able to get him to use that. That is so, so lovely. I love how moisturizing that is as well. I'm someone that always dabs lip balm on as well because I never want it to be too thick. I really hate that like greasy feeling, so I like to give my lips just a little dab so that it's not too much on them. I never like them to feel like they're sticking together. I just want to get that like little hit of hydration. But this, I think, is going to stay on my Nancy Meyers desk. My desk in my little Nancy Meyers inspired office. This is the kind of thing that I can just keep beside me, give myself a little top up throughout the day just to keep my lips really nice and moisturized, especially when I have Zoom meetings. Does anyone else have this? I feel like when I talk a lot, my lip product just kind of disappears and I feel like my lips get very, very dry when I've been doing a lot of talking. So whenever I have like meetings or anything like that, I feel by the end of it, I'm just like desperate to find some lip balms. I think I might keep this on my desk in my office so that I can use that really, really regularly. But oh my goodness, so many gorgeous products to add into my routine that I'm really excited about because I feel like my skin really needs to be looked after before we have a big switch in temperature and a big switch in weather. And fingers crossed, the heat wave is on its way. Oh my goodness me, I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it, but we have just had the world's biggest bumblebee start batting against the window. I think he wants to get into our bedroom. And I just want to tell him, mate, there's no flowers in here. There's nothing for you to pollinate. There is the honey moisturizer. Maybe he's trying to get back his honey. It's my favorite thing though. Whenever brands bring in like pieces from nature into their skincare, I absolutely love it. I do also love the bumblebees that we get in our garden. I love living here in the New Forest because the pollinators that we get, oh my gosh, we get the biggest, fattest bumblebees that just like stumble about looking for flowers. Maybe that's why the flowers are looking so good now. Does that actually affect flower growth, or is it purely just the pollination that it actually affects? I'm not entirely sure, but oh my gosh, the updates I need to show you in the garden. I cannot wait for the garden reveal, especially after such a successful trip to Setley Ridge yesterday. Some new plants that I may have already potted out last night after dinner. It's so lovely having the longer evenings because I feel like I can just get out in the garden so much more, and the updates I have to show you. So if you haven't subscribed already, make sure to hit that subscribe button because the garden reveal may be coming in the next video. My camera battery has just started flashing at me, so if that isn't a sign for me to shut up and end this vlog, then I don't know what is. So I hope you guys have the loveliest evening, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!